And welcome back to Spoiler Kings, guys. Brian the Grizzly here with Brandman Brandon. You see our fearless leader Tank over there, and it looks like we have Zack Attack's review with us today.
Hey, everybody.
Everyone give him a clap. Yeah.
Thank you for that glorious introduction. Thank you, everybody. And
Thank
all
you
the
for
Spoiler
joining
Kings
us.
fans. Thank you, man.
Thank you for joining.
It's good to see all you guys live. I always watch you guys every week, so this is dope as hell.
I just can't believe we got you here. So this is great. I'm glad you came in. And it's Halloween, so it's October. We're doing all classic reviews 5 times a week. You know, we're going to usually I should be dressed up. I forgot to get my dress up. But that's okay. I'll see you guys Monday with that. But we're going to do a review of Freddy versus Jason. Come on, because these are two of the most iconic characters in all Halloween, all scary movies, in your dreams, your nightmares, and they walk and kill you. It's crazy. So I'm going to read a quick synopsis, and then I want to ask you guys what you think. All right? So here we go. 2 horror icons face off in this supernatural movie. Disfigured serial killer Freddy Krueger, who attacks his victims in their dream, has lost much power since citizens of his town have become less afraid of him. And listen to help a fellow violent murderer, Jason Voorhees. Freddy orchestrates a new killing spree. However, when the hockey mask wearing psychopath won't stop chopping up Freddy's intended victims, the 2 ghouls start to battle each other.
That was me back then.
Yeah.
Right?
All right. So what I want to hear you guys exactly what you guys think. Brandon, why don't you go ahead and start us out first and tell me what you think about this movie? What did you like about this movie?
You know, with a Freddy and Jason mashup, you know exactly what you're going to get. A gratuitous amount of gore, exploitation, boobs, all that stuff. This movie delivered that in spades. I was very happy with it. I file this like this is very much a stamp on my Halloween seasons for sure. Like I've said with like Fright Night, Nightmare on Elm Street, the other Friday the 13th movies. This is just a fun one to watch. You know, 2 iconic slashers going at each other and a body count in the middle. You know, really, what more can you be looking for in a movie called Freddy versus Jason?
I want to see Freddy versus Jason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, we got our showdowns. There were nice callbacks to the original movies. The house on Elm Street that Nancy Thompson lived at, Camp Crystal Lake. You know, the female protagonist pulling things out of her nightmares. That's how we get Freddy into the real world to fight Jason. You know, we get a fight in the dream world. We get a fight at Crystal Lake. We get 2 fights at Crystal Lake technically. So, that's it was a movie I was very, very happy with. It really gave me what I was looking for out of a movie titled Freddy vs. Jason. Still have very fond memories of seeing this in a packed theater when I was a teenager, full of people, and everyone was going nuts. It's always a fun time when I watch this one.
That's good. That's cool.
Yeah.
Tank, what do you think?
Yeah, it like, you know, talking about it and remembering everything now, and I remember going to the theater now and seeing like the part that stuck out to me was when Freddy lost his arm. And it's just the blood gushing everywhere, and he's holding it, screaming it, and it's still moving on the floor.
Not my arm.
Yeah. You know, and it's just, oh man, yeah, it was exactly kind of what you wanted. I think by then you knew what Freddy was, you knew what Jason was, you knew kind of all the bad, well, I don't say bad sequels, but different, you know, sequels and all this stuff. And this one, to kind of like putting them together was like, all right, I want a little bit of campy, I want a little bit of seriousness, a whole lot of gore, a whole lot of like these 2 badasses, and that's what we got. Yeah, it was a fun time. I remember going with my uncle to go see this, and yeah, it was fun. It was definitely fun.
All right, Zach, what you got, man?
Yeah, man, this movie is a miracle. It was in development hell for 10 years.
Yes.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out a long time ago, and it took so long that the guy who played Freddy retired after, because he was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't snap my neck that way anymore. And I love this movie because this was the Avengers before the Avengers. And I feel like a lot of the stuff we love owes to this movie, because we got Alien versus Predator after this, because they're like, oh, we can do that because of this.
Yeah.
And then we also got the Conjuring universe now, and I feel like that's building upon of like we can mix and mash horror stuff together. And a scene in that movie that lives in my head rent free to this day is when I think Jason's standing in like a hayfield and he's like with some drunk people and they think they can F with him and he just kills one of them, and then one of them just running straight through the field and he's on Jason's on fire and he's just walking straight, and it's just like he's such a badass, but he's so scary. Yeah, man.
That's the mistake they always made. I never understood it. If he's walking back to come get me, then I'm just going to stay a couple of steps in front of him. I'm going to keep my eyes on him. I'm going to make sure he can't throw a machete at me. And I'm just going to, quit playing, Jason. Quit playing.
But that's what the guy did in this movie. He did the zigzag. He made sure, and Jason still found a way to get him. And it's just like,
I think this movie did that. It was a lot of fan service in this movie. As you said, the movie was supposed to come out in 1994. It didn't come out to 2003. That's how long they were writing this thing. And it was a lot of fan service, a lot of things that we thought about. Why do these people do this? Why we need Jason to sit up? We just do the Michael Myers. We got to do those type things. We have to see those things. We can see the claws. Freddy getting his arm chopped off with the claw still. It all made sense. It was all fan service all the time. But this really didn't do that well in the reviews. I believe Rotten Tomatoes got it was a 43%, and the audience only had 50%.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and going in, I expected it to not be very popular with the critics, but sometimes there come those movies that you just have a fun time watching.
Turn your brain off.
You're going into a Freddy versus Jason movie. Let's just ask yourself: are you really expecting Scorsese?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, because I love quality as much as the next. But
do you want a Freddy soliloquy in this movie, or do you just want Freddy versus Jason?
Exactly. It delivered what the title promised.
Exactly. So
the only thing that sucks. Sorry. No, I was gonna say the only thing that sucks is that we were supposed to get Freddy versus Jason versus Ash right after this, and that never happened.
It never happened.
Damn, that would have been so cool.
We got it in comic book form.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta check that one out.
So I was saying the budget for this movie is only $25 million. How much do you think it made in the box office?
It probably made like triple that.
Yeah,
I'm kind of cheating. I kind of looked it up before I came on. It's like 116 mil or something like that.
116 mil. Wow. So it did really, really well because, as you said, all the movie theaters were packed. It was great. Everyone. So it came out right when I was about to go to college.
Yeah.
So I was ready. I was willing. I'm going in, and it was everything I hoped and more because you just wanted gore. That's all you want. You want people being stupid. You want to see the person slip and fall, and get killed. It's all you really wanted. It was great. And personally, I was just happy the black guy wasn't the first guy to die.
Oh,
right? Made it. I was like, we made it.
Let's break the trope.
Just to backtrack a little bit, you said it made 165 million in the box office?
No, 16.
116.
116. So yeah, my math was a little off. So just a little over 4 times its budget, right?
Yeah, almost 5 times its budget.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
But I agree. There was the token black character, Kelly Rowland. She died last next to Freddy and Jason, right?
I think she survived.
She survived. I don't think she died.
Didn't Jason,
it was like when they were putting like singers and rappers in scary movies and they weren't killing them, like Busta Rhymes and H2O and
Ice Cool J and Anaconda. And just
Tay Diggs in House on Haunted Hill, he lived.
Yeah.
But no, didn't Kelly Rowland get hit by Jason by his machete and she flew into a tree? Am I remembering that?
Oh,
yes. I was like,
she did die.
You're right. That's good call, Brandon.
They wouldn't have did that to Beyonce though.
Hey, I'm not saying anything about Beyonce. I don't care about trolls, but Bays fans, no, I'm good.
Beehive, come at me and subscribe as well.
Will this movie hold up today, guys? If they re-released it right now, would this hold up?
Who wants to go first?
Yes and no. I think in a time where fan service is so huge, like we just got 3 Spider-Mans together. We're having Matt Murdock in the
I love
MCU.
that.
We're getting Deadpool and Wolverine. So on one hand, I feel like it would work, but fandom has unfortunately become so nitpicky and so toxic that I'm sure they'd find something wrong with it or some way to kind of rip it apart.
Yeah. You're gonna have people on both sides always.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So
I think I don't
Sam,
think box office it would do. Claire is not going to do as well as box office wise, but I think review wise it will, because they release Jaws. If they give it like a remaster like Jaws, and they're doing I think Dawn of the Living Dead again, but in 3D. If they do something special like that, okay. If they do something special like that, where they put 3D or they remaster it and make it look better, I think it would do really, really well.
Yeah, I can see that. Like if it just release it like this, I think they would get the horror fans for sure to come out. And I think if they remastered it, I think more people would. Just the word remastered, they probably won't even do anything to it. It's like
we're gonna lighten it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like some of them darker scenes, you can see it now.
Yeah. Or they go full Game of Thrones and like make everything extra dark.
Oh my God. That last episode. I was like,
exactly. But I think it would do. I think enough people will go to the theaters to go. Enough people will go see it. Because I think the horror genre is so much bigger now. Like there's more people that are into it. There's more of a following, and obviously Freddy and Jason are two of the bigger ones. So yeah, I think people are going to go and check it out.
And on that, I think because of Malignant and Barbarian, I think more campy stuff is being more accepted now, and I think it would do better because of that.
Yeah,
I actually think it will do better now than it was back then. I think people want to turn off their brains. They don't want to think. And I think just having gore and stupid killing and people falling off and doing campy things and seeing Freddy in his prime, I think people will just love it. So I can't wait. Yeah. I'm hoping that we get some more of this stuff, but I want to know what you guys think. So if you're watching this, you're just watching our review, I want to know what you guys think. And jump in the comments, let us know exactly what you guys are thinking. Of course, I want you to like the video. I want you to hit subscribe. And I also want you to go find Zach Attack's review. I need you to like all his stuff. I need you to subscribe and follow it. And we're doing all these things, guys. So let's go.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, real quick, Zach, you want to give a quick breakdown on what your channel is about?
Yeah, so I do movie reviews of genre content and indie content. So genre content is sci-fi, fantasy, horror, comic book, and the indie content is like A24, Focus, and Neon. And sometimes I'll put like some Oscar bait in there, and I do trailer reactions. I rank my favorite movies of the month and the year, and like of the quarter and things like that. So if you like like deep dives into movies and stuff like that, check out my channel.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we'll put a link in the description for
definitely. We'll put a link in the description. But where do you rank Freddy versus Jason
in my all-time like scary movie list?
Yes, just get like top 20, top 30, tops.
It's top 25.
Top 25.
Yeah,
Brandon.
Definitely top 20. It's a little further down the list. It's definitely a must-watch for me this season. Actually, probably going to watch it this weekend. Probably.
It's the anniversary.
Now that I've plowed through pretty much all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies and kind of making my way through the last of the Friday the 13th movies, I like to have it all culminate with Freddy versus Jason. So this is probably number 11 or 12 for me.
Wow.
12. We'll say 12.
What you got?
I'm probably gonna put it where Zach put it, about top 25 or so. I would say somewhere 20, 25, because I like it. But there's a lot of other stuff I want to watch on Halloween season. But I if it's on TV, I'll definitely have it on, put it on. That's where I'm at.
It's not a scary movie. It's a fun movie, and that's why I probably put it at like around 20. It's not really scary. But anyone knows me, I don't like scary. I said, I'm asking that look at that corner of the TV, corner of the screen to pretend like I'm watching a movie because I don't want everyone to see how scared I am. So
it's
I'll put it at 20.
it's straight schlock. It's straight camp,
Hey, and that's what I want.
I'm almost inclined to say it was the feel-good comedy of 2003.
And on that note, we out of here for this review, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, hit like, subscribe. We'll see you guys later.
See ya.